Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is your state tuner for the week. And this week we're talking about pure abundance. Not in abundance as something you have to chase, or in abundance as something you have to qualify for, and not in abundance as something sitting somewhere in the future waiting you to finally align or arrive or become good enough or worthy enough to receive it. And as you know from my work, I fully believe and embody that abundance is a state, and your state is being created moment by moment by moment by what you are thinking, what you are believing, what you are feeling, what you are experiencing and expecting, and what you are repeatedly choosing to think, to believe. And that really is the work. Abundance manifests from state, not from action. The only action is inspired action, changing the internal state. And this is also, for me, the greatest news that you as the seeker could possibly receive, because you understand that right now, your state is not fixed and nothing is permanent, and everything is just a manifestation of your consciousness. So what that means is that the last week or month or year does not get to decide what happens for the rest of this month or this year. The mistakes you made, the opportunities that were missed or so you thought, the money you lost, the love you lost, the fear you felt, the rejection, the moments you've doubted yourself, not one of those things has authority over you right now, unless you keep giving them authority. Did that land? Not one of those things has authority over you right now, unless you keep giving them authority. And this is it. You're here now. You're in my group and you're here now, and that's amazing. And it means you're doing something about it and you're becoming aware. And now is where all your power is. There's nothing else. So take a quick breath and just let everything slow down for a second. You can use this audio on the move if you want, but just do take a breath and breathe out. And let everything slow down, because remember, abundance never begins with rushing. It never comes through panic. It doesn't come through frantically trying to fix everything before lunchtime. Abundance is you. It begins with the decision to return to you, to return to yourself, to come back into the body, to come back into this ever-present moment. And really to stop running yesterday's day, thoughts, things as the operating system for today and expecting things to be different. So right now, listen to this every morning if you want. You're in a new day. And of course there's some overhang and some stuff going on, but today is a new day, and this is not a motivational slogan. This is energetically, mentally, emotionally, today is a completely new opportunity for you to choose again, to decide what you give your attention to decide what thoughts you continue feeding or not feeding, to decide which emotions you carry forward and which ones you allow to leave, and to decide how you speak for yourself and show up for yourself. And you always get to decide whether you move through today expecting life to fight you or expecting life to meet you. And that decision matters. Because why? Because your state matters. Because your state is reflecting everything back. And what shows up in your reality on some level has a energy of a lesson, an energy of a mirror, and an energy of a request to raise your consciousness. Everything flows from state. Your habits, your decisions, the conversations you have flow from state. The opportunities you notice flow from state. The actions you take flow from state. And the way you treat your body, the way you handle money, the way you respond to uncertainty, the way you deal with rejection, the way you show up in relationships, that is all a reaction to state. So stop asking, how do I change things? How do I create a better life? How do I become more abundant? And start asking, what is the overriding state that I live from right now? Am I living in trust or tension? Possibility or continual pain? Or do I live from inspiration, or am I acting from fear? And these are important questions to ask. And the truth is, all you have to do is let go. And as I always say, just ask yourself in this moment, what can I do in this moment to allow this all to be okay? What can I do in this moment to stop judging myself and berating myself for things that happened previously that I have no control over? And just bringing those things to awareness, you see, changes everything. You don't need to fight the old state. You just simply need to stop acting as it and repeatedly choosing it. And you get to put it down at any time. That's the truth. And I'm telling you that's the truth because I've lived it, I've taught it, I've embodied it, and I show thousands of people the same thing. You can let the story end. You can release the belief that life always has to be tough. You can release the belief that something's going to go wrong. You can release the belief that you have to prove your worth to anyone through suffering, sacrifice, or exhaustion to feel validated. And you can release the idea of overall that an abundant life only belongs to certain special people. Well, you are a certain special person. You're a miracle. And that miracle is waiting to be expressed. And a bad morning is a bad morning, right? It's not a bad life. A difficult conversation is a difficult conversation. It's not proof that everything in your life is falling apart. And when we learn to compartmentalize these things, we become ever so powerful. And understanding that moments of fear, they're just fear. It's just a thought. It's an energized thought that's waiting to be let go of. And these things must not become your identity. Feelings move, thoughts move, energy moves. Let it move. Sometimes you're tired, sometimes you're hungry, sometimes you're sad, whatever. Your job is to work out how you feel okay in this moment and stop building a home and a village and a town inside every emotion that passes through you. Now, I want you to listen to this next part very, very carefully. You do not need to wait to feel perfect before you start moving in the perfect direction. You do not need to spend another 6 months becoming more spiritual and analysing why you became the way you became and what happened. Understanding has its place, healing has its place, reflection has its place, but there's a moment where you have to choose. And it's a moment where you say, this is how I'm going to live now. This is who I become now. I love myself. I respect myself. I speak kindly about myself. I stop gossiping. I stop abandoning myself every time something goes wrong. I choose to take action from inspiration. I choose to send the message when it's right. I choose to have the right conversation. I choose to look after my mind, body, and soul. Self-love is very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Self-worth is also very simple. It doesn't have to be something you spend a lifetime searching for. It's a choice. It's a state. It's a mindset. And when you begin to treat yourself like life matters, then things really start to show up. So I'm not looking for you to achieve any goals or change your mind or change your body or change your diet or have more validity from someone or make more money right now. How would you speak to yourself if you deeply valued yourself? What would you stop tolerating from your own thoughts and other things? What would you stop delaying? What would you allow yourself to receive? Who would you allow yourself to be? What would you finally admit unashamedly that you want? What would you do differently in the next hour? That's where abundance becomes really real. The small moments where you refuse to spiral or you refuse to go into a lower energy. It's in those breaths you take before reacting. Non-reaction is a real superpower. And it's in those choices you make where you go for a walk instead of sit ruminating and worrying. That's what this is all about. It's about creating a better internal state by living your life in a more positive way in terms of that which you do. And it's that deep inner knowing that life's going to meet you in certain ways that are going to be great, uncomfortable, sad, and you are always capable of dealing with it, no matter what it is. And abundance is having full access to yourself without all the noise. That's really what it is. Your awareness, your choices, your creativity, your courage, this moment. And you have no idea how available you come to everything and opportunities when you become internally regulated and calm. So listen to this audio as many times as you can, because this will bring you into a whole new energy. And do not spend this week asking where is it? How do I find it? What is it? Just immerse yourself in it. Reject anything that doesn't serve you. But do it graciously and do it gently. You don't have to make grand statements. And don't tell anyone what you're doing. Don't tell anyone about this work. Don't tell anyone about anything you're doing. Meet life halfway and see what life does to you. There's something very beautiful available to you today, right now. And there's an idea there for you right now, and a meaningful relationship and a new interaction. But you just have to be present enough to notice it. And we're not trying to manufacture abundance in any way. We're clearing the interference that keeps us all from experiencing it. So let go of the old stories, let go of the overthinking, let go of the constant reactions to things, let go of the belief that you need to know every step before taking one. Just let it all go and take the next step available from the best state you can. Not the perfect state, but the best state you can. And remember that abundance is not somewhere you arrive. It's the way you decide to meet this moment. That's where the opportunity comes from. So just think this week in little moments, little boxes, compartmentalized. This is a new minute, this is a new hour, this is a new day, this is a new week. And in every thought, you get to choose again. And in every story, you get to rewrite it. And in every bit of pain, you get to alchemize it to pure light. And remember, you are one decision away from a whole new life. And you choose pure abundance, and that is the path. I wish you all the best with this, and have a great week. And I can't wait to catch up with you very, very soon. God bless.